I know it is not the good time to go for a holiday. In fact, holiday is the last thing we would be thinking in this current situation. But it's a perfect time to plan our next trip and to get some information about our next holiday.
So mostly in summers, people tend to travel to beach destinations and do some fun water activities. And we were fortunate enough that in our previous holidays, we have done some really fun, adventurous water sports.
So in this video, we are going to show you what are the top 4 water activities which you should consider in your next holiday. So keep watching the video and we will be right back. What's up my people, this is Imtiaz from FitBash.
This is Tabassum from FitBash.
Welcome back to our new video. I hope you and me, we all are doing absolutely fine. Now as I was saying in my introduction, in this video we are going to show you what are the top 4 water activities which you should try in your next holiday. So on top of the list, and my personal favorite, is river rafting, or commonly known as rafting.
So basically, rafting is a high adrenaline sport of navigating a river through an inflatable raft. It involves several levels of difficulty depending upon how choppy the river is. The grades of difficulty are arrived at according to the presence of rapids in the water, sudden change of river height, and also because of the rocks, small or large, that may be in the water. Rafting, guys, is a very challenging and tremendously fun activity.
Although rafting is safe and anyone can do it, including the non-swimmers and also people who have no experience. But still, do make sure there are some of the safety tips which you have to keep in mind before jumping on the raft.
The first one I would like to highlight is your clothing. So your clothing should be very, very appropriate for rafting. You can wear the swimming trunks, and in case of ladies, I would recommend you to wear a swimsuit or a wetsuit.
Now also remember to wear your aqua shoes, also known as water shoes, that will keep your feet comfortable in the slippery surface of raft, and they are pretty cheap. If you buy it on Amazon, that will cost you around 10-15 pounds. Here in UK, or if you're buying it from India, prices might vary, and depending on different countries you are buying, the prices will differ as per your currency.
The other thing, and it's a very important thing, is please check with your tour operators. I mean, as in how many years they are into operation, read their feedback and the reviews of other customers online. Also ask about their guides, I would say, and the experiences of their guides.
True. And do remember to wear your life jacket. Now, before wearing your life jacket, make sure you check the zipper, the straps, the locks, that all should be working fine. And don't leave without wearing a helmet. Do make sure you have your helmets ready, and make sure it fits your head properly, and there should be no cracks. So second in the list is river walking, or also commonly known as canoeing. Now canoeing is an activity where you will be walking through the river pool, you will be climbing and jumping from the rocks, you will be walking and sliding through the narrow cracks of the river. Now it does sound a little bit dangerous, but I can assure you that is super fun. I won't say it's 100% safe, and you will have to know a little bit of swimming. You have to be a swimmer, because in this activity you will be swimming around the river, you will be jumping from a decent height into the river, and there will be a little bit of swimming activity, so you should know a little bit of swimming. But the good news is, even if you're a non-swimmer, you can still enjoy canoeing.
So basically, I am a non-swimmer, but still I just loved canoeing. I loved when we walked in the river, though I didn't jump from the big rocks and dived into the river, but still walking in the river was absolute fun. So whenever you're going for canoeing, ask your tour guides and inform your tour guides that you can't swim. And I'm sure they would have assistants, one or more of assistants, who would help you to cross the river in the parts which it's deep, and that would help you to enjoy the activity with the rest of the other people as well. Now, we all know that canoeing is a bit of a risky activity. So there are some few tips that you should follow while canoeing.
The first tip is you have to wear comfortable footwear. Now, in this case of canoeing, the shoes are known as canoeing shoes. They're slightly different than the aqua shoes. Now, definitely they are a little bit expensive, but it's very important. You have to wear this, because that's going to keep your feet safe from the sharp objects in the water and from the rocks as well.
The second thing is clothing. So wear canoeing pants or wetsuit, because that's going to help you to keep warm in the water and safe from plants, thorns and rocks.
Now, no matter how good swimmer you are, you have to wear helmet and do not leave without wearing a life jacket. And do make sure you check your life jacket and you check your helmet as well if it fits in properly.
Now, one personal recommendation and one personal tip is, guys, please try out, if ever you get a chance, canoeing on a full moon night. Wow. I've heard it's absolutely brilliant. So please, if you get a chance, please don't miss it, and please let us know as well.
If you try, do let us know in the comment box below. So third in the list is kayaking. Now there's a difference between kayaking and rafting. The biggest difference is rafting is done with single blade and kayaking is done with double blade paddle. And the biggest difference between both is kayaking is done in mangroves or in quiet water or in open sea, and rafting is done in wide waters or in rough waters.
So the best place to do kayaking is mangroves. So let me tell you in detail what a mangrove is. Mangrove is a shrub or a small tree that grows in a coastal saline water. Mangroves are woody trees and bushes with a thick and partially exposed network of roots that grow down from the branches into the water, and they sediment there. They settle where there is a little wave action and where sediments accumulate.
Now, kayaking in mangroves is the most serene experience we ever had. It's so calm, it's so calming and peaceful, as if we are in a state of nirvana. When we were kayaking in mangroves, it was so quiet. The only noise we could hear was from our own boat paddles, and either if it's birds or insect. And I can never explain you in my words what was the experience we had whilst we were in mangroves.
Yes, absolutely. So although kayaking is not risky and very simple, but there are a few tips that we should keep in mind. The first of all being your life jacket and your helmets. Please do wear them every time.
Always.
The second is your shoes. So please wear aqua shoes or wet shoes when you're kayaking.
And when it comes to clothing, do make sure, always we would recommend to wear your wetsuit or swimwear, but even if you don't have it, that's fine. You can wear something which is comfortable or which is not very baggy, because it can get stuck. If you're kayaking in mangroves, it can get stuck in the trees.
Now, although kayaking would look really simple, that you just don't have to do anything and pedal a kayak and move ahead, but guys, trust me, it's not that simple also. So the person who sits at the back of the kayak is the one who pedals the kayak and moves it forward, and the person sitting in the front is the one who has to give directions. So you turn left or right. And unless both of you guys are in sync, your kayak is not gonna move forward. And so please listen to the instructions from your tour operator and absorb them, and keep them in mind when you are kayaking, so that you can smoothly go in the mangroves and see the nature there. So the last water activity that we are going to discuss is snorkeling. Snorkeling by far is the smoothest of all water activities, and it is an absolute adventure and a nice kind of feeling for the one who enjoys the sea life and the person who also loves to swim. It's a blessing for that person to enjoy the true sense of nature.
Although snorkeling is known for swimmers, and it says that only swimmers can do snorkeling, because obviously you are swimming around in an open sea to catch some glimpse of a seabed, fish and coral reef. But I would still say that even being a non-swimmer, you can still enjoy snorkeling. You just have to let the tour operator know about your situation and let the guide know, and do make sure you follow the safety instructions before getting into the sea.
So as I mentioned, I am a non-swimmer. So in my first snorkeling experience, it wasn't a good experience at all. When we did it in Bali. So the water was not clear, and plus it was very wavy. So I was in a constant fear of getting drowned in the water, and I just could not enjoy it. So I just did not do snorkeling in that trip at all. But, however, in the second trip in Krabi, I just loved snorkeling.
It was very nice, good water.
The water was very, very clear, and plus it was stable as well. So I really enjoyed the experience of snorkeling.
And obviously for snorkeling you don't need any special gears, and mostly all the fins and masks, snorkeling mask and life jacket will be provided by your tour guide. But as a clothing, I would still recommend try and wear swimsuit or swim shorts, because obviously that is much more convenient and comfortable, and that is all you need to get close to the sea life and enjoy the time of your life. And also make sure you have a waterproof bag, because you can keep all your belongings safe and from getting wet. Hey guys, thank you for watching the video. We hope after watching this video you have found some good water sports activities. But the question is, which activity are you gonna try in your next holiday? So do let us know in the comment section below. For whatever reason you like this video, leave a thumbs up, and if you have not already subscribed, time is now. Hit that subscribe button below. Now I'm gonna see you back in my next video. Till that time, keep rising, keep shining. This is Imtiaz from FitBash, signing out.
Holidays, we have done some really good
new video of
So basically rafting is navigating, or is a high adrenaline sport of navigating a river.
It's very simple. It's an adrenaline sport which has to be navigating through the river. Sorry, and it's very super fun. And there should be no cracks. We gave a first good shot.